Hey, hey, hey! It's that time of the week again where we are doing a Trader Joe's taste test and we have some new items to try, which we're so excited about. We also did a poll on my Instagram to decide who wants which wine for us to try, and we have a winner, and I'll announce that as soon as we get through this portion, which is just basically a reminder to support our channel by giving thumbs up, subscribing, and of course leaving a comment down below. Stay tuned for the question of the week at the end of the video, and let's get right into it.
All right. Ooh, baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight, believe in the magic.
And the winner is dun 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 dude.
The Rosé.
Yeah, Maison Barboulot Rosé. So we've talked about this so many times. I didn't share this in this week's haul. I shared it in last week's haul. But basically, if you are not familiar with Maison Barboulot, it's like a very classic bottle of wine you can buy at Trader Joe's for years and years and years now. It is extremely affordable. I'm talking $5.99, and it is a crowd pleaser. We buy it all the time and we love it. And I feel like we have gotten to wine snobbery at this point now, so I can say that, you know, we really enjoy it. And by the way, I have a little bit of a stiff neck today. So if you see me being a little more robotic, just because I can't move my head all the way around. Tim, stop. Anyway,
honey, what you didn't mention is that the wine that we always get is the cab, and
the
this
Syrah
is
cab,
and this one is a rosé. So this
You're
is like
right.
when we saw this on the shelves, we're like, what?
Yes.
Like, we definitely got to get this because we love the Maison Barboulot, like the deep red,
so,
and then this one's a rosé.
This
so
is
that's
the new
what we're
one.
trying today.
So we're excited to try it. I don't think I'm gonna tap right into it because we have a couple of things that I think it would pair well with. So let's get into maybe one of the things you're gonna try, because you have the hot foods today.
I do. I have two hot items. I think we'll go with the one I'm most excited to find out whether I like it or not most, and that's going to be this one. So this is the crispy battered calamari. I just made this in the air fryer, and it only took about 6-7 minutes, and it's nice and crispy, so I'm going to give it a try.
Now, before Tim's done chewing, I have a dip question for him, because you guys know Tim's not the biggest sauce man, dip guy. He likes things plain. So is there a dip you think would go well with that, or do you think it needs it at all?
So first and foremost, this is really good. So I really enjoy it. I think that it has a great crispy texture to it.
Yeah.
The flavor's really good. You know, I don't have calamari very often, but if I were to, have a craving, I would feel totally satisfied with this one at Trader Joe's. So that being said, to answer your question, I do think that it needs a dip to go with it.
Really?
Yes, I know.
Wow, if Tim says it definitely does.
I'm not quite sure what that is. I mean, whether it's like a marinara or if there's a special sauce for seafood or anything like that.
Marinara, is that normal?
I don't know. I have no idea because I'm not a sauce guy, like you said. But
that's funny.
I will say that it doesn't have if you're not familiar with calamari, it doesn't taste super oceany or fishy or anything like that. It is really crispy, crunchy, and has a mild flavor to it, but it's really good and I enjoy it a lot. The battered coating gives you kind of almost a French fry vibe to it, but really good. I don't know what the sauce is, but I would recommend a sauce once you find the right one.
I'm sure people out there that eat calamari know, and restaurants serve it. I think they probably serve it with sauce too. But okay, we are moving on. I know. Do you want to get into your burger, or should we mix?
Let's try something else. We can come back to me. Yeah.
So I have my eye on these oven-dried red and yellow bell pepper crisps. These are basically a snack item, and I guess it's dried bell pepper essentially. Now my biggest worry with this is that it's gonna have a very skin taste, texture, I should say, not taste, but texture. And you know how bell pepper skins, especially if you heat them up, if you're doing stuffed bell peppers, the skins sometimes just start to fall off. I don't like the skin separating from the bell pepper. I like it all together. So yeah, and these look like skins. These look like dried apple skins almost.
They do.
That's so weird. So here's what they look like.
Well, they're called red and yellow bell pepper crisps. So hopefully that they're actually like crispy and have a good texture.
I'm gonna pour some out so we can get a good red and yellow.
Yeah. So I think that if it's gonna go through and actually make it to the shelves at Trader Joe's, it had to have gone through some testing, and hopefully that these are good. For me to like eat these is not a natural thing. I would generally pass on these in the store, but they're new, so we gotta try them.
And I want to just say, I'm kind of like looking at these right now, just taking, you know, a peek. And I'm noticing that some of these skins have like, it looks like they were old before they dried them, which makes sense. They probably like took old bell peppers and dried them so they could get a second use out of them. But there's also only like maybe 3 yellow and the rest are all red. So just keep that in mind.
And there's like no scent to them. But let's just go ahead and eat these and see how they are. I'm going in with yellow.
There you go.
They're hard.
Okay, they taste like bell pepper.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good yellow, or like bell pepper flavor.
I'm not a fan of the texture at all. Just like I thought. The skin doesn't, like you can't chew it. I'm not even gonna have another one.
They're like hard, but they like take a long time to chew. Like
it's
chewy
like
and hard.
it kind of like
Red.
explodes in your mouth, like the pieces of the skin. Mm-hmm. It has a great flavor, so I don't want to take away from the taste of it. It's the texture for me, which
I agree. Me too.
I was really hesitant in thinking how these are going to be. I just honestly, I just don't see myself eating these.
I know, honestly, I'm with you too.
The texture is just, it's too much. I'd rather just have a fresh bell pepper, cut it up, put it in my salad, put it in a burrito, put it anywhere. These, and I get the snack thing because you want something crispy, crunchy, whatever. I just feel like it's not the right product to do it with just because of the skins alone. It's just, nope, that's a no for me.
It's a no for me as well. I think it just, I don't know. I don't see myself practically like eating this and enjoying this as a snack.
Yeah.
And you know, there's nothing wrong with the flavor. It's just the texture and lack of like substance to it as well. Like I wouldn't feel like, oh, I had a nice snack. I feel like I have some type of fullness
a bunch
in
of pieces in your mouth. Like.
Yeah, and it's a miss. It's a miss for me.
Yeah, and it's a bummer because I love that flavor. The bell pepper flavor is actually pretty intense and it's really good, but just didn't work out. So we're gonna try. Right. Well, I'm not, but Tim's gonna try another meat product.
Yeah. So I got here. I made a burger out of it. This is the caramelized onion and bell pepper turkey burger patty, and I kept it simple. There's no sauce, even though I actually do want to have a sauce on my burger. There's no sauce, just cheese and a little bit of lettuce, and then of course a bun. So I'll give you my review on it. Okay. All right. I got a good taste on this. So
what is it?
I think it's. I don't generally like to have turkey patties, but they are, number one, healthier than like red meat. Mm-hmm. This one is better than a traditional turkey patty because of the added caramelized onion and the bell pepper. Now, I would say the caramelized onion is the flavor you get.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It kind of, when I took it out of the package, it wasn't the best smell.
Should have heard what Tim was saying.
I'll spare you from how I described it, but it didn't smell good. But now that I have it like cooked and I'm eating it, I can see that smell was the caramelized onion.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
and it's really good. So I think if I were to choose between a turkey patty, this would be the one I'd pick.
Oh, okay.
So if you're out there looking for a good, like healthier alternative to a regular red meat patty, this one is a good option. It has great flavor. It keeps its moisture in pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a whole lot of red bell pepper or bell pepper in general, but all in all, I think it's a pretty good patty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also wanted to mention Tim cooked this on the stovetop.
I did.
So he just put it on a pan and grilled it up there because he ran out of propane for his barbecue. So that works if you guys don't have a grill. Just wanted to let you know. If you wanted to cook it on stovetop, you probably could bake it too in the oven. Okay, we are moving on. And I do want to crack into this wine, but let's try the basil and garlic Monterey Jack cheese first, and then we're going to see if it pairs. So we're going to try the slow roasted tomatoes that are marinated in oregano and garlic, and I wanted to pair these two together after we try them separate too, because I feel like this would be a good combo. So Harlow's saying hi. Harlow, get down. All right, so I'm gonna take a slice out. Tim and I were gonna try it. Tim actually was thinking about putting this on his patty, but I wasn't sure that the flavors of the cheese would mesh well with the flavors of the burger.
Yeah, I didn't want to take away from either of the products too, so we're giving you a straight up review of both.
Yeah. Well, this stuff definitely has a very strong smell. The cheese is a little,
is it crumbly?
Yeah, a little crumbly. It doesn't want to stay together. Like a little piece of it, I need 2 hands. A little piece of it came off when I tried to take it apart. Whew, that is garlicky smelling.
Yeah, it is.
All right,
and the basil too. You can definitely smell the basil.
Yeah.
It smells like basil to me.
It does. It smells like basil and garlic.
Mmm.
Oh,
That's
wow.
interesting.
Why does this taste like pizza?
Because it has basil and garlic.
Oh my gosh.
It tastes like a margarita pizza. Honestly, that's a pretty good cheese.
Yeah, that is a good cheese. I feel like there's a lot of flavor in this cheese.
Definitely.
It definitely tastes like you're eating like a pizza cheese, which we've had before too from Aldi. But I like it. I think it has a lot of flavor. I don't know exactly how I would. I think actually a caprese sandwich with this would be really good.
Oh yeah, like
really, really good.
I would say like a grilled chicken with that on top of it would be
that's
really
a good idea.
Also.
Yeah, you're giving the meat ideas. I like that. And then I think pesto would pair well with this too.
Definitely. And
So,
any of those Italian flavors.
Yeah, exactly. So let's try the wine now because I did want to try the wine and the cheese. So we're gonna try the rosé. Oh, I just poured like I was pouring us a glass of wine.
Hey, why not?
Oh my goodness, it is Friday and Benson starts summer today. We should cheers to that.
Cheers.
He's
Last
at
day of school.
Last day. You'll see him in the background a lot more often now. That smells amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty good rosé.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is like an easy sipper.
Yeah, Maison Barboulot does it again. I think another, like you said it, easy sipper. Nothing too crazy about it, but it just is smooth. It's nice.
It has a little effervescence in it too. I think over the years, rosé has gotten like a sweet reputation where it tastes like more sweet. This one does not taste sweet. I think a lot of the rosés don't taste sweet as much as you think they will. And I personally used to not want to try them because I thought they were sweet, but
yeah, this one's not
5
sweet.
years ago when I started drinking rosé in the summer, I was like, oh, these are great. It does have kind of like a fruitiness to it. It is a very nice, light, easy sip wine. Very summery, perfect to have with like some strawberries. I feel like this would go really well with some strawberries and peaches and stuff. So I really enjoy this.
Yeah, I enjoy the fact that it isn't sweet. It's not trying to hide like anything. Its flavor is good as it is, and it could be right out there in front of you. And the exposed flavor is great. If you were to have any sweetness to it, it would kind of hide that good wine flavor that this rosé has. So
totally,
one of the better rosés that I've had in a pretty long time.
Good, yay! Maison Barboulot does it again.
Yeah.
Since we're going down the Italian side of things, we're gonna try the slow roasted tomatoes marinated in oregano and garlic, and we're gonna try them plain first, and then I want to try them with the cheese because I feel like that's gonna be a winner. So these are oily. I'm gonna put one on your, or do you want me to just put it in your mouth?
Wow, that was oily.
Yeah. You gotta put that
gosh.
music in there, like doing, 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 like feed you.
Oh my gosh, these tomatoes! Talk about tasting like pizza. That is good.
Wow, I'm not even a big sun-dried fan. I don't usually like them, but in the oil.
Are these sun-dried?
I think, well, they're slow roasted.
No, slow roasted and not.
You're
not
right.
The same
You're
as
right.
sun-dried.
They're not sun-dried. That's probably why I do like them.
Yeah, they're soft, they're juicy, and the
they're
flavor.
so good.
The flavor
so
is
much
so strong.
tomato flavor.
Yeah.
I'm putting a piece for each of us on the cheese slice now, so we can taste it with the cheese. As a little tomato roll up.
Dude, this is like a little tiny
it's
pizza.
Dripping everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's oily. Don't neglect the oil.
Ready?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, summer snack.
That combo. That's like a little pizza. That was so good. Keto pizza, guys.
It really is. I'm
Thank
giving
you.
you a napkin.
Yeah, the oil.
Yeah, I mean these tomatoes are so good. I want to put these on pretty much everything.
A pizza.
On a pizza,
Yeah.
on pasta, on sandwiches, just on their own. They're incredible. They're soft. They, like Tim said, they're extremely flavorful. Very oily, and you could probably save the oil and use it for later because it is extra virgin olive oil.
It'd be
and it's infused.
Yeah.
Oh, there's sunflower oil in this too, though. Why? Why do they do that? Never mind. Throw the oil out. But seriously, the tomatoes are amazing. They taste incredible. We got to try it with the wine, though.
Yes, let's try it with a wine. Still good.
Ooh, that actually goes really well together.
I mean,
I love this rosé with the Italian food.
I love the tomatoes with the cheese because it's like a pizza.
I know, but I'm kind of shocked because this is such a nice, light wine.
Yeah.
That I'm surprised it actually holds up pretty well. It's almost like the acidity kind of balances out the acidity of the other things, which is not usually what happens. But I feel like it's a really good balance, and I enjoy it together.
Yeah. You know, there's another item that we're going to try that I'm not really that excited about.
Yeah.
I'm curious to try it, but this is going to be the Norwegian sourdough rye chips.
Yes.
You know, when I think of chips, I'll tell you what, I think of Norwegian sourdough rye chips. That's what I think of.
Well, I will say I'm thankful that we don't have sweets this week because I went through my pantry and I got rid of 2 humongous bags of food from Taste Test. All the sweets we try, we don't really eat many sweets in the house. And our neighbors were stoked. We let them go through it all, and they were like so excited. They all know that we do this, so they weren't like weirded out that bags were open, and they know we try a little of everything. So anyway, the peppers are going over there to their house. Yeah. Let's see if these are too.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh my gosh, these are delicious.
They're a lot
shocked.
better than I thought they were going to be.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Oh my. Why are these so good?
I don't know. I'm looking.
The crispness factor of these is insane. They're very salty. That's probably why I like them. Very, very salty snack. They have like little seeds in there too, so you get like a little bit more crunch in each bite. And I will say they're kind of like sponge-like where they have holes going throughout, so it's not like a super hard cracker. It breaks easily. It is crunchy, so if you have any teeth sensitivity to like super crunchy, this is super crunchy, but it's not like teeth breaking crunch where you're like,
if they're stale,
wow.
If they're stale, it'd be dangerous.
Yeah.
But these ones obviously aren't.
No, these are so good. Like I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
In the best way.
The oil is sunflower oil, but there's sunflower seeds in there too. I don't know if that matters or not. I don't know about oils, but I know sunflower oil isn't great.
The seed oils are not the best.
Yeah, but the flavor that it gives is pretty good. And so
that's the salt, honey.
The salt, yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
But I would definitely, I'm definitely surprised. It's a lot better than I was expecting it to be.
Well, it does say they're very crunchy chips and they're made in Norway. Thin slices of traditional sourdough rye bread. That's probably why I like it, because it's sourdough rye. And also it says that it pairs perfectly with smoked salmon, cheese, or you can use them as croutons on your salad.
Oh yeah,
which isn't a bad idea.
I see that.
Or you can just snack on them, and I feel like that's probably going to be my like go-to. I'm just going to like snack on these, maybe with some cheese. My favorite little late night snack these days. Yeah, these are excellent. As if you like a really crunchy, salty snack, these are your gal. That is it. We tried all the new items this week, which were super fun. Some were misses this week. That happens. But for the most part, I feel like my favorite items, should I say, is the Italian things. Not surprising at all. Do you have a favorite?
It's funny. I was more of the meat item, so I like the calamari and the wine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Awesome. But that means that it is time for the question of the week. And because Tim asked such a great question last week, I'm going to just piggyback on that question and now ask you, what's your favorite movie? Dun 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 dun. Do you have yours?
You go first. I got to think about it.
So I have mine. I actually have, I would say, I have about 10 on deck. I go watch these movies every day. So my favorite though of all time for now, it is
Fifth Element?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's Fifth Element. It's an old movie, I know, with Bruce Willis, and I don't know, there's something about that movie that I just absolutely, I can watch it every day. We just watched it the other day, and Tim's always like, oh, not this movie again.
We've probably seen it together at least like 12 times.
No, I've seen it a lot more than you too.
I know.
But that's like one of my favorites. I don't know why. It just has all the things. Actually, surprisingly, I like Marvel movies. I like action movies, and obviously like horror movies. So I would say like all the Halloween series, the Friday the 13th, like all those movies, those classic ones. I absolutely love.
Nacho Libre.
Yes, Nacho Libre. Like there's like I said, I have like a handful of them that I could place in a small box, and I'd be like, I could live off these movies forever. So what about you? Did you come up with one?
You know, honestly, I always go back to this one movie that I really enjoyed. For first like 5 times I watched it. I was like, and I think even today, if it was like more common, I would watch it all the time. And it's V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
It's just, you know, it's a thrilling movie. It's got all of the aspects to a good movie that you want, and you never see the main character's face.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I guess you kind of do, but regardless, it's just a great movie. Really enjoy it, and I want to watch it again. I haven't seen it in a long time. So
no, that's a good one too, because I love that movie as well. But there, I mean, we could go on and on. There's so many great ones out there, and so many classics too, like, you know, really old ones. So it's a fun one to talk about. I would love to hear your comments. Please turn us on to some new movies that we haven't seen. Old ones, new ones. Tim doesn't like old movies like I do. Like, it's just very,
we'll see.
I don't know. I enjoy old movies. He does not. Any new movies for Tim, old movies for me. But I would love to hear it. Now that we're done and we've said it all, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Happy summer. I'll see you guys next week in the next week's video. Bye.